It's the ultimate travel list. It landed on the number 66 Hermitage. So I tried to hold the book, but it was way too heavy to keep holding it in front of me like this. So I'll be using my phone. I've taken a picture of the page. So I'll be using my phone to read it off you. So Hermitage or Hermitage, St. Petersburg, Russia. One of the oldest and most comprehensive museums in the world. The Hermitage is a superlative defying assemblage of priceless artistic masterpieces and architectural marvels. Originally commissioned by Catherine the Great, a self-confessed art glutton, in 1764 to store her private collection. The museum now claims, well, I should say, the museum now lays claim to a staggering 3 million items housed in the gilded green Winter Palace and 5 adjoining riverside buildings, all of them imposing and imperious. The Hermitage's labyrinthine halls are ruffled rooms teemed with treasures spanning the ages. Under the museum's roofs are everything from Egyptian antiques to contemporary installations and more of old masters, impressionists, post-impressionists, Fabergé X, and infallible icons that you can shake a paintbrush at. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the range and richness of this unmissable St. Petersburg landmark, stretching sumptuously along the banks of the river Neva. It's been estimated that to view every almost touching the front doors of the houses they pass, or wander its maze of twists and turns. The Alfama will enchant. This is Lisbon's heart and soul. By day, you're negotiating flapping laundry outside locals' windows, fighting the throngs gathering at Mira Douros viewpoints to admire the Teo river below. By night, when the sounds of Fado penetrate the bars, a deeper significance sets in. Day or night, the Alfama merits several visits. So this is the famous place here, Lisbon. I've seen this before, but I never been to Lisbon, so I know what I need to do this summer. But I've had friends that went and they told me that but I've actually seen it and it looks pretty crazy. The tram rides, from what I've seen, so close to the pedestrians of their town, or anyone really, and I don't know, it's one of those things that are safe until it's not, if that makes any sense. But what makes sense is we're going on to the next one. Let's move into the 100 to 199. Grand Buddha Leshan. Grand Buddha Leshan, China. For such a humble man, the Buddha has been reproduced on an epic scale over the centuries. The seated Buddha statue at Leshan finds him blown up to 40 times normal size, with 7-meter long earlobes and 8 meters took nearly 600 years to complete has to be pretty special. Milan's extravagant Duomo lives up to expectations. A vision in pink Cantolia marble. This multi-spired Gothic cathedral is at the center of this one-time imperial Roman capital and expresses the love of beauty and power that still drives the city today. Commissioned in 1387, it has 135 spires and 3,200 statues and a vast interior punctuated by massive stained glass windows. Underground, you'll see the remains of saintly Carlo Borromeo in the crypt and ancient ruins in the Battistero di San Giovanni. Up top, the spiky roof terraces offer stunning views. Squint, and on a clear day, you can even see the Alps. Well, I wasn't aware of half the stuff there. One thing that did really take me back was when I've seen the stained glasses. They are actually beautiful to look at. You would even believe that these are man-made. They just look amazing and they don't take, wow, honestly, I wanted to take one home. Highly legal, highly blasphemous. On to the next one. Now, the last one, which is the 400 to 500. I was exactly worrying about this specific time. Because I don't know how to read this. I'm gonna try my best, okay? Hal Saflieni Hypogeum. What is it? Let's find out. Hal Saflieni Hypogeum. lands stretched as far as Burma, Laos, and southern China. Even in a region as richly gifted with temples as Southeast Asia, Angkor, it's something out of the ordinary, a literal representation of heaven on earth, hewn from thousands of sandstone blocks and carved floor, ceiling, and carved floor to ceiling with legends from the Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Puranas. Even better, Angkor Wat is the crowning glory in a complex of more than 1,000 temples, shrines, and tombs that forms a virtual city of spires and in the jungles of northern Cambodia. Wow, honestly, this was unexpected and quite beautiful to look at from the picture. I wasn't aware that the Hindu Empire stretched that far into Asia. Well, Southeast Asia, but still, that's very, very interesting. But anyways, that's all I've got. I really hope that you have found this interesting. I have found this relaxing, and I've enjoyed it personally. So I've learned a lot as well.